Hey guys, it's Neil from the Schoolbusters, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to get gold in the Super License S-10. And my god, this is difficult. I've spent hours doing this and I've literally done it by the skin of my teeth, but a win is a win. I've done it by 7,000ths of a second, so I'll tell you my setup. I put the traction on 5, turn the counter steering on off. What I did do is I put the demonstration ghost on and I didn't offset it this time. You'll see why in the video what's coming up now. So what I've done is I put 2 clips in of the same lap, normal pace, which is 1 now, and then 1 after this is in slow-mo. I'll talk you through the lap properly on the slow-mo to make it miles easier. So as I was saying about the ghosts, is you see 2 ghosts. So the one ahead is the demonstration one, so I think that's set at like 2 minutes 23, I think. So in other words, if you get near that or better, you know you're going to get gold straight away. So the second ghost, which is the one I'm about to overtake now, is my personal best at that time, which was a 226.245. So I was only a kind of like 3/10 off gold, which was quite frustrating. But the thing is, I think the track itself, I'm familiar with Spa. I think the big issue for me is the fact that it's half dry, half wet. Now what you've got to do is you've got to treat the track where you've got the dry line. That is your track. Do not touch the wet, do not touch the curbs. You do that, you're going to rather lose the car, lose a lot of speed, and it's game over. So just where you see the dry line, that is your racing track, nothing else. Because you can easily lose control of this car, as you'll probably find out for yourselves anyway. The car is super powerful. It's quite sharp on the brakes, which is pretty decent. It's like I say, I don't think the whole thing as a gold is difficult. I think it's the fact that it's half wet, half dry. I think it may be if the tyres could have been intermediates rather than racing hards. I think that might have helped. So as you can see on this bit, this is the bit that I struggled with on this back straight here. I could not get it. I don't know how the demonstration got it flat out. I do not know. As you can see, it's just disappeared. Whenever I done flat out, it was gone. So I figured out that you kind of like you've got to feather the throttle, as you'll find out in a few minutes when I talk you through the lap. So it's quite key. Lifting off early, heavy brake, and then feathering the throttle. If you go too soon, you can snatch it and the back end will just completely step out, and again it's game over. So okay, let's talk you through the lap. So from the start, what you want to do is just kind of pull a little bit to the left, off the gas now, brake heavy, really heavy, all the way into the corner, and then off the brake, don't touch the accelerator, let it roll round, and then now back on. So try not to touch the wet, or do not touch the curb. Like I say, you'll just lose control of the car and lose a lot of time. So I wouldn't focus too much on the ghosts as long as you kind of keep ahead with the first one. Right, so coming up is Eau Rouge, and what you want to do is you're coming flat out all the way down here, lift off the gas, a slight touch at the brake, and then let it roll, and then back on the gas. You could probably do that faster. I did plenty of times, but on this particular occasion I was just trying different things, different methods. As you can see, the demonstration's a little bit ahead. There's been numerous times where I was beating the demonstration, but it doesn't matter as long as you're within a certain distance of that demonstration car. You don't have to beat it, you know you're going to get gold. So heavy brake now, off the gas, heavy brake, and then let the car roll round. This is where you're going to start feathering the throttle. So like now you're feathering it on and then off, and then back on, feathering the throttle, lightly touch the throttle, and then a slight brake, let it roll, and then back on the throttle. Don't snatch too soon. So to keep control of that car, you've just got to feather that throttle, and then as that, all that's doing is gaining you more speed through the bends. So brake early here, off the gas, brake early, into the corner, and then let the car roll, and then feather the throttle again. As you can see, I'm catching that demonstration car again, so I'm feathering the throttle ever so slightly and letting the car roll round into here. See that point? Brake now early, let the car roll round a little bit, back on the throttle. Try not to go wide because you'll lose the car. Keep away from the curbs and keep away from the wet. Back on, full throttle here now. This is an important corner. This section that you're going to do now, you're going to need a load of speed. So off the gas, brake ever twice, drop down a couple of gears, and then back on the gas, feather it, the throttle again, and then fat on again. If you feel like you're losing it like I did, just let go of the gas and then back on. Straighten the car back up. If you can do it flat out, by all means do it. If you can't, just try and keep control, feather it, just to keep that speed up, so you're keeping touching distance with that ghost. So brake and drop down to second, into this corner, let it roll, back on the gas again, feather this throttle all the way round, feathering it on and off, on and off, on and off, on and off, and then the same again round this bend, on and off, on and off. You don't have to brake there, on and off, full throttle now, move over to the left slightly, and then we're going to brake, off the gas and brake. Every time you brake, it's always off the gas first, and then into the bend, back on the gas. The next bend, I wouldn't advise braking, so you just let go of the accelerator and then back on as fast as you can. This is all this section now is where I struggled. Like I say, the demonstration car just disappears. I don't know how and why it gets so much traction. It's beyond me. Anyway, so like I say, you're feathering the throttles. If you keep it flat out, what I have done on previous attempts is lift off and let the car roll round that bend, then back on the gas, back on the gas here, let it roll, and a little touch of brake, but not too heavy. You've got to do the slightest touch of brake and feathering the throttle. It's all about keeping momentum all the way through that home straight. So now it's heavy brake here now, when you can see the boards, heavy brake into this corner, let the car roll round into the corner, don't touch the accelerator. Now you can give it a little touch here and then let it roll round again, wait for it to straighten up, and then now full throttle over the finishing line. And I hope to God that you get gold like I did. I done it by the skin of my teeth, 7 thousandths of a second, so that's 007. They call me Bond, James Bond. So I really do hope this guide helps you. If it did, don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to hit that like button. If you are struggling, leave a comment and I'll try and respond to you as soon as I can. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.